guys, Minerva here. So, probably most of you don't know, but I am in the hospital again, and just want to do a quick update. And I guess this will be my week 32 update, which is not really that boring because so much stuff happened during week 32. So, Thursday morning, right before 7 a.m., I went to the bathroom and I had took a couple steps away off, when I was done, and then I just felt like this amount of fluid just come down my leg. So I ran to the bathroom, and right away I saw like tons of blood coming down, like if I just got stabbed. And I sat down on the toilet, and I yelled out at my husband so he could come. He was just right about to leave to work too. And so he came and he woke up my mom, and then they were both in the bathroom with me, and I felt like I was having a huge nightmare. The blood would not stop, and it just kept coming down like crazy. And then I started having a bowel movement, and I couldn't control it. Like, it just... So once I was having the bowel movement, my mom was like telling me like try to hold it, but I was like, no, I can't, and it was just weird. And then I was just like holding down there because I was thinking, oh my god, the baby's gonna come out and stuff. But then I started seeing like little tiny blood clots coming out as well, and I kept wiping and stuff. So right away, it was just so surreal. Like, it was very scary. I was in shock and in tears and scared to death. And I just put on my sneakers and I was like, we gotta go. And they wanted to call the ambulance, but I was like, no, let's just go, because I only live like 10 minutes away from the hospital. So we got in the car, and me, my mom, my husband, and my mom's boyfriend. So on the ride over here to the hospital, it was like quiet. Nobody was saying anything. I was just crying and crying and crying. And then I got in. They pulled through the emergency room, and as soon as I went in, they sat me in a chair. I called the doctor when we were on our way, when we were coming over here to the hospital. So they were expecting me, and right away they put me in a chair. They raised me up to the 3rd floor and put me in the labor and delivery room again. And they did an ultrasound. And as soon as I heard that heartbeat, I was able to breathe again. I felt like, okay, she's alive, she's good, and but still I still had bleeding coming, and they put a monitor on me, and they saw that I was having contractions as well. So they were saying, we want to do a PAP. So they did a PAP, and when they did the PAP, they were like trying to see if the cerclage was still intact. They couldn't see the cerclage, so another doctor came. When my doctor came then, and she sat down, and she was able to pull out what turned out to be a huge clot. Like, I'm trying to get the picture so I could show you girls, but it was huge. It was like the size of a kiwi. I don't know if you could see that. It's really nasty. And you see that the specular thing, that silver part, is like the head of it. So she pulled it out with a specular thing. So, and let me tell you, it was really painful. And my husband and my mom, they were there in the room. I had 2 residents and my doctor in the room, and I was just like trying not to like scream and stuff, and I was like holding on to like the bed and stuff, and it was really painful. And then later on, didn't give me I wasn't having pain, and not even from the contractions, nothing, and that's also why they were even more concerned. But they didn't know at that point where the blood was coming from. And then later on, my doctor came back. My main doctor, she came to visit me, and she said that it looks like it came from my placenta, that my placenta was coming apart. For some reason, it came apart, that piece. And so we went to, I stood in that room for the whole day, and then the high-risk doctor came and he did another ultrasound, and to check on the placenta. My placenta was still up here. It's not like it was like under the baby or anything like that. So that's a good thing when your placenta is still up high. So he said that everything looked good with the placenta. The baby was doing great, but they wanted to keep me monitored, and keep me here just in case they have to do a C-section, an emergency C-section, because if I continue bleeding, then that's what they will have to do. By Thursday afternoon, the blood has stopped. It was just like a little bit like spotting, basically. So I went to, I stood that night in that room, and then the next day they saw that I still was getting contractions that I wasn't feeling. So they they got me out of the labor and delivery room, and they put me in another room, and which was not the labor and delivery room, it was one next to it, and they kept monitoring me 2 times a day. So it's already Monday. I've been here since Thursday morning, and I've been switched 3 times, 3 different rooms. So I guess the least risk that I don't know, I guess I'm not such in a high risk the further I am from the labor and delivery room. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm now in this room. And right now they're actually monitoring me. They have, this one is the one that's reading her heartbeat, and then this one's the one that's reading the contractions. I'm not sure if I'm getting contractions because I really can't see from over there. But her heartbeat looks good. It's at 150s around there, is coming and going. And she's not really moving as much because I just had a nice big breakfast. The food here is good. I had French toast with some fruit and some hash browns. So anytime I eat, she goes into a food coma. So she's not really like jumping too much, but they want me to be on bed rest, like a little bit more stricter bed rest, so no more outings, because I will get up and I'll move a little more. Before this all happened, I was going out, and I wouldn't be walking, I'll be in my wheelchair. So getting out of the house for fresh air and stuff, and none of that stuff is gonna happen now. So hopefully I'll be able to even make it to my baby shower, which is gonna be April 29th. If she's not here by then. Yeah, so it's kind of like my doctors don't have a long-term goal for me. They're just really playing it day by day, and see how the blood is, if it keeps coming down, like old blood, like that's what I'm getting now. That's what's coming out, just old dark blood, like the one that you get after a period. Then they're gonna keep me here. They're not gonna send me home until there's nothing on the pad that I'm wearing. So I feel like a hospital resident, but I'm fine with staying here as long as she's okay and she's being monitored and it's best for her. So today's Monday, and as you know, I always get my progesterone shot on Monday, so my nurse went to get my progesterone shot so she could give it to me. They're giving me my prenatal pills here, and oh, I forgot to mention that they also gave me, the first day that I was here, they gave me some what's it called, steroids for her in case they have to deliver her through C-section, so it could help her development of her lungs and her little body organs. So, because they were saying basically that they might have to do a C-section within maybe a day or two or a week. So if I continue bleeding like the way I was, but being that I stopped, they took me off that. They only gave it to me 2 times, once a day. So, and they also gave me magnesium, I think it's called, and that was what was controlling the contraction. But I was only on that for a day, which I couldn't eat nothing all day. So Thursday, I didn't eat until Friday afternoon, which was torture because you all know how much I love to eat. So, what else? I think that's it. So I'll just keep you all updated. It's hard for me to update through YouTube. It's faster for me to update through Facebook. So if you don't have me on Facebook yet, just request me, and I'll put the link below to my Facebook page, and let me know that you're from YouTube, because if I see that you have no friends in common or anything, I'm not gonna accept. So you have to let me know where you're from, and where you found me. And thank you all for everybody who has been, all my friends that I do have already on Facebook from YouTube. Thank you for your prayers and your comments and encouragement, and I really appreciate it. And I'm not scared anymore. I am at peace. I feel good. It's just, it sucks that I have to be in here, but like I said before, I don't mind being here as long as it's for the health of my child. So I'll stay here until she's born, if that's what it takes. So again, thank you so much, and I'll keep you all posted. Talk to you later. Bye.